If you haven't heard, ousted Nissan Renault chief Carlos Ghosn has fled house arrest in Tokyo. He's awaiting trial in Japan, and he landed in Lebanon. People say, how'd he get there? Well, I mean, he was known for private jets, right?
Right.
Now, this would violate strict court-imposed restrictions on his movements, and Lebanon prohibits the extradition of its citizens. So it makes it unlikely Ghosn can be forced to return to Japan. Now, in a statement, Ghosn said, in his words, he will no longer be held hostage by a rigged Japanese justice system where guilt is presumed, discrimination is rampant, and basic human rights are denied. He said, I have not fled justice, I've escaped injustice and political persecution. It's not clear how Ghosn evaded, as we said, Japanese authorities. Reuters say all three of his passports are still held by lawyers. Ghosn's lawyer called his behavior inexcusable. He supposedly got there. He was in Turkey, somehow went to Turkey first and then got to Lebanon from Turkey. You might recall he was first arrested in Tokyo last November on charges of hiding income and enriching himself through payments to dealerships in the Middle East. Nissan fired him after internal investigations revealed he had understated his salary. And you saw that mask he was wearing. That's what I was confronted with in makeup today.
That's with good reason.
People wearing masks.
Yes, nobody wants to, and I'm sitting this close to you.
I don't think it's, I think it's okay by now. Maybe.
I hope. Yeah.
But Tamiflu is a wonder drug. You can exist. You can get through things with it. It lessens both the duration and the severity.
It's harsh, though, you were saying.
What's that?
It's pretty harsh. It has its own side effects.
It does some wacky stuff. Yeah, you're not supposed to drive a car.
Right.
But
and you're definitely not. For a show.
Yeah, you're definitely not supposed to talk to ad lib for 3 hours. Anything. I mean, you should watch today. You really should. Although I didn't take it.
All right, so Carlos Ghosn, he gets out, he gets to Turkey. That's the thing I have a bigger question with, the idea that you can get out of Turkey to Lebanon with doing these. Obviously, he went on a private plane, but to not have his passport to get through any of those sort of hoops on this.
I can see how you would do that. I mean, you go to the private air.
He's been very frustrated. Yeah. There were a lot of things that kind of shed some light on the Japanese justice system, where you have, I think, 99.5% conviction rates on some of these things. So there is sort of a presumption that by the time you're there, you are presumed to be guilty.
Whether he earned his money or whether he came by it in what?
Or whether it's a gray area where there was.
But whether he did it one way or another, he earned a lot of money.
Yeah.
And there are places where where money will allow you to get through somewhere
this is
without.
One of those cases.
You got the private jet, and that's. Yeah. I don't know about Japan, but certainly there's a lot of countries in the world where
money talks.
Don't you think? If you need to get out of something.
Yeah.